Morning students, today we are going to continue the same topic, important features of the Indus Valley civilization, and in this we are going to talk about spinning and weaving of cotton. So do you know students that people knew how to make cotton clothes of Indus Valley civilization? Pieces of cotton cloth have been found at many sites in excavation. So it means that time also people used cotton to make their clothes. Now we are going to talk about agriculture and animal rearing. Any land which lies near the river is very fertile. The same Indus Valley civilization developed near the river Indus. So the sand of that area is very fertile. So the crop which was grown was also very good. The crops were rice, maize, millet, mustard, pulses, cotton, wheat and barley. One more thing students, they had a very good irrigation system. It means in that time as well people have planned how to irrigate their fields in a perfect way. They also stored rainwater. Besides agriculture, they reared animals like cattle, sheep, goats, buffaloes and pigs, and they also did fishing and hunting. Now we are going to talk about trade. The people of Indus Valley civilization traded many items. Some stones like lapis lazuli and other semi-precious stones which were not available in that land, they used to import those stones from other countries or civilizations like Afghanistan and Central Asia. Tin, silver they used to brought from other civilization, and there are many things which they used to export as well, like crops. We were having plenty of crops in Indus Valley civilization, so those people, it means the people of Indus Valley civilization used to export the crops to other countries. That's why the import and export was also being there in that time. Most of the import and export was done through carts or ships. Many other civilizations like Mesopotamia, which also had seals of Harappan civilization, which is the proof that Harappan civilization and Mesopotamia civilization had trade between them. We are going to talk about the jobs of that time. So people of that time mostly making pots, so pottery was their daily job. Besides it, they were doing other businesses like seal making, tool makings, agriculture, jewelry making, beads making. Okay students, so they all were busy in making something for their livelihood. Now we are going to talk about religion. So it is not clear which religion they belong to. One seal which is having a powerful looking man wearing head dress with two horns. This may have been one of their gods, but it is uncertain. Another statue which is terracotta statue and which is the figure of a mother goddess, some archaeologists believe that she was worshipped in that time, but that is also not strongly said. Okay students, we are going to talk about administration. Studies reveal that the cities of Indus Valley civilization are very well planned and organized. Therefore, archaeologists feel that they had a very good rulers or leaders, because the planning of the city, the planning of sewage or you can say drainage system, the houses which were built with a very well baked brick, the plan, the construction things, the well, the water supplies, whatever they were doing was very well planned, which is the result of having a good leader or rulers. So it means the laws of that time were very good, or the things were very well managed. Students, now we are going to talk about Mohenjo-daro. Mohenjo-daro was largest city of Indus Valley civilization. It is now part of Sindh, Pakistan. Some of the interesting things at Mohenjo-daro are the Great Bath. You can see the picture of Great Bath. This is a rectangular tank with steps leading down from two sides. Its walls are lined with a natural tar so that it can be waterproof. It is surrounded by rooms from all sides, and this tank was filled with water and used for bathing in that time. And one more thing, students, it is situated in a citadel area. Now, Great Granary and Great Hall. This is a large structure with a brick foundation that is found near a Great Hall. Earlier, the archaeologists guessed that it may be a granary, or it can be a hall which was especially constructed for having some functions or public gathering. But we cannot say it surely. But yes, there is a big hall which is near the water area. It means Great Bath area. Now the another interesting thing which is found, that is Dancing Girl, students. What is Dancing Girl? Dancing Girl is a bronze statue of a girl wearing only a necklace and standing with one hand on her hip. It is one of the famous artifacts of the Indus Valley civilization. Okay. Besides this, one more statue is found, which is the statue of the priest king. Why we call it priest king? Because it is a statue of a bearded man, half closed eyes. Archaeologists think that this might have been one important person of that leader, or any important leader or person of that time, but they are not very sure, because they have named this statue priest king because of the half closed eyes and the clothes or figure of that statue. Students, we will continue the same chapter in our next class. Bye bye. Have a great day.